What it dookie doo-doos? It's your boy Ellis, the host of the Homies Podcast, and we are back with some more dope shit for your ass. But before we get started, you already know, man, go hit that goddamn subscribe button one time for your boy so I can leave my bullshit ass job and just do this here with the peoples. You feel me? Now, before we get started, I gotta say, before we do anything, happy Black History Month. And today, to do and to celebrate Black History Month is two of the blackest niggas you've ever seen on camera. You feel me? Shout out my nigga, the very funny, the comedian, the nigga that be tearing houses down, all the shit, be going out to LA, be fucking it up, nigga be writing for shows. This nigga's famous, nigga. I'm just saying, hey, my friends are better than y'all's, nigga. My homie, Aaron Edwards, what's cracking with you?
What up, bro?
I be trying to give niggas that legendary motherfucking intros, you feel me? You already know?
I feel like I gotta live up to that now.
Yeah, hey, you feel me? Hey, don't expect all the jokes and shit today because I didn't pay this nigga to come over here for that.
He really did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The check did not clear, so there will be no jokes being told today, my nigga. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Thanks for having me on here, bro. Yeah, we've been meaning to do this for a while now.
Yeah, we gotta do this shit more often.
I think last time it was like 4 years ago. Like, we kind of been slacking.
It was a minute. There's a lot of shit that's happened since you been here last time. And that's my fault. I've been fucking up. You know what I mean? Because niggas be hitting me and I'll be like, hey, bro, life be lifing. Niggas be busy. So, but you here now and we gonna get some shit going.
Yeah, we got some shit to talk about.
You already know. But before we get started with that shit that we came to talk about today, how you been though, bro?
I've been good, man. I mean, just staying busy, comedy, like mostly just on the road and just kind of do as many shows in Phoenix as I can and just working on a new hour, just trying to see how that goes and we'll see once I get that finished how it goes after that. But yeah, just mostly comedy and you know the Uncle Show, you came to that at Valley Bar.
Hilarious.
Craziest show in town. If you get a chance, come through. It'll be posted. Like, we'll talk about all that shit later. But yeah.
Oh no, we got the shit posted. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was funny as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Niggas dressed up like uncles and shit at the barbecue. Oh god, that shit was funny as fuck. Do you have any other things that you're doing like here at Feast? I know you be going like from here to LA a lot.
I got a Don't Tell show coming up at the end of the month, and I'm gonna probably do some scatter stuff like around town. Like, I usually post it on my Instagram, but right now just kind of working on the Uncle Show. Like, depending on when we're gonna do that one, since we took like a little bit of a break, and then after that, yeah, just kind of gonna grind out for the rest of the year and do a bunch of stand up. So make sure y'all come out.
Oh yeah, you already know we gonna be there. Check it out. You already know, Phil. And so we here because we both basketball fans. You go check this man on IG. He be out there on Sundays giving niggas that ha ha. You feel me? Or imagine that. So he knows some shit about this basketball shit. So I had to have him come through and be like, "What do you think about this goddamn Luka AD trade, bro?"
Honestly, like, it's kind of one of the most shocking things that ever happened in the NBA. Like,
real shit.
I don't think anybody can kind of compute. I think I saw like a tweet that like somebody had to explain to like people who don't know ball, like what this really means. And somebody said it's like Destiny Child trading Beyonce to TLC for Chili. Like, that's pretty much what it is. That's how big it is. Like, it makes no sense, but it's like one of the, and it's just nobody knew what was happening, nobody knew what was coming, and that's how big it is. Like, that's how monumental it is. And the fact that the Lakers just get to keep re-ing up and ended up with a superstar every decade is kind of ridiculous, and everybody's hating for good reason.
We're the Lakers, man. We're in LA, baby. We're the place of the stars. Who the fuck wouldn't want to come here? You feel me? You know what I mean? We build it for the future. Now, the main thing I gotta ask everybody, you a LeBron hater? I kind of am. I kind of am.
Kinda.
I kind of am. But everything
I'm not gonna let him say kinda right now. Like, I didn't see many texts. Don't let him act like he kind of a hater. He loves basketball enough, but he has a blinder on to the other 23. Don't let him lie to y'all right now.
I don't be fucking with blood like that. I don't. Man, people have been trying to convince me that LeBron James had no idea this was going down. Now, to you, do you feel like that shit is true? Because I think that shit, Cap James.
I think part of me, as knowing that LeBron is a liar, like, part of me is like, yeah, like, it's possible LeBron didn't know. But I think, like, nobody could know. Like, the fact that it's leaks everywhere. Like, everybody talks everywhere. Like, even LeBron's not even, like, it's not even possible for him to hide leaks. Like, and I think, like, you can't tell anybody if you're going to do it this fast. So that's the only reason I don't think LeBron knew, is because he got the same agent as AD. Like, if anybody knows any of this, AD would have found out. Like, too many people could have found out if even 6 other people knew. So that's the only reason, like, I think LeBron is actually telling the truth this time, is because this is one of those secrets that's hard to keep if too many people know it.
I feel like, but LeBron is a person where it's like, he knows how to keep that secret because that nigga's been a part of big trades himself. And the fact that Rich Paul, your agent, is your best friend, and y'all niggas didn't know nothing. And I feel like it's hard to believe that because I'm like, people get traded, but these dudes also got a lot of power. Players got a lot of power now. Like, I don't want to get a disgruntled superstar that didn't know shit and went to a place that he didn't want to go to at all. Now, and AD already stayed hurt. That nigga be like, oh, nigga, my knee. I can't play 25 games. That nigga could Joel and beat the fuck out of this. So it's like, the fact that I think it was something that was bigger than the GMs. I think this was the owner's decision. Like, we was kind of...
Yeah, I think it was kind of owners, but honestly, I think it was just Nico Harrison and Rob Pelinka. They were homies. Like, Pelinka was Kobe's agent. Nico Harris was Kobe's Nike rep guy. Like, they are close dudes. Like, I think if you have friends dealing with each other, then that throws everything out of the window. Like, between even LeBron even knowing. Like, Pelinka and Harrison, the GM of the Mavs, they are homies. And I think if you're just dealing with your homie face to face, and they said, like, it was just one of those, hey, what if I traded you Luka? And then and then Pelinka was like, you joking? Like, I think if you're doing that with your boy, nobody else needs to know. Like, you're just talking to your homie, and you're like, what if I traded you Luka for real? And he was like, you playing? Like, I think anytime it's something like that, anything can happen. I don't think, like, it's a star wanting to go somewhere or not. Like, Luka hasn't said that he'll sign a, like, extension with them or nothing. But I'm just saying, like, once you're dealing with friends making deals, like, anything can kind of happen at that point. If I'm chatting with you and don't nobody know, and I'm all like, yo, like, I got these shoes for the low. I'm not even gonna talk to nobody else yet.
We can make some bad deal shit go down.
Like, I think, like, that's just how that goes. Like, nobody needs to know about that shit. So any business is all about friendships, and if you got a homie higher up that's willing to help you out, that's how it's gonna happen. Like, Jerry West was friends with the Lakers, and he was working for another team, and he gave them power. Like, he was like the homies. Like, once you are friends with somebody and you consider them the homie, kind of anything is up for grabs.
This is true. So yeah. So LeBron, see, maybe he brought me down a little bit because I was just like, I think this thing is lying, bro. I think this thing is. But the connections, I didn't know. I knew Rob Pelinka and his like connection. I didn't know that Nico was like Kobe's Nike rep. I didn't know that. So you just put me on new shit. Did not know that. So I was like, okay, I can see this formulating and coming together. But I'm like, what does this say for the future of LeBron James?
I think it says LeBron he still controls his own destiny. Like, he can still do whatever he wants. Clutch runs the league pretty much. Like, if LeBron wanted to leave, he could leave. Like, people were saying the Warriors kind of wanted to talk LeBron, but until LeBron says he wants to leave, like, it doesn't really matter.
Basketball wise, how does it work?
We're going to see. Like, the Lakers don't have any bigs, and LeBron is pretty much playing with a dude for the first time in his career that can do exactly the same thing he does. Is back you down, make the great pass, get doubles, get triples. Like, I think that's going to be the first.
Better after LeBron.
And I think, like, just 2 triple-double masters. I'm like, who's going to get the triple-doubles now, like, with that team? Because
who's playing off ball?
Yeah, that's LeBron's ball. Well, we know Luka ain't playing off ball because LeBron, like, usually either you're a good spot-up shooter or you cut. And Luka can shoot, but I wouldn't call him a good spot-up shooter. No. And I'm definitely not going to call that nigga a cutter. I just don't, like, I don't know the logistics of it, especially with him, Austin Reeves, and Luka on the floor. Like, that's just some bad defense, and they don't have AD to help them out.
Not enough dark skin niggas out there playing defense.
So I just think, like, in general, like, just the logistics of this team, even like that. Pelinka keeps saying that the well for bigs is dried up right now, but they need to figure something out because if they don't have a big and they can't protect the rim,
dunks, highlights, dunks.
It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a layup line, and this is gonna be a problem going forward.
Yeah, and fucking is cool for Luka because I feel like he has a chance to do something dope. The first thing is you come to LA and you eat. All that bullshit you did in the Maverick, it don't even matter, bro. Nah. You didn't play defense. We forgot about the finals you went to. Don't give a fuck about none of that, baby. You out here eating now. But nigga, if you don't, this is not a city I would like to play in and not play well in. L.A., New York, Miami. These are not Boston. These are not cities I want to play ass in and fuck with that fan base. Because Dallas, they like, we only got one, big dog. So we happy with what we can get. L.A. like, motherfucker, you see all those goddamn things in the rafters? We don't give a fuck. You better bring us one. We put pressure on LeBron when he came here. You think we gonna put pressure on your bitch ass? Nigga? Shit. Yeah, I'm like, bro. So I'm like, it can work out. And if I'm AD too, I'm like, yo, we gotta go get one. I feel like it's a race. Whoever gets to win a championship first, that's the team that made the right decision.
But I think like Dallas is still like closer technically. I don't like. They're probably going to be like top 5, and they're going to be a great defensive team. But I still, Luka doesn't have the pressure right now. Like, everybody that with eyes knows this Laker team is kind of bad right now. Like, but he's 25. Like, you gave up a top 5 player in the league, 3-4-time whatever all NBA player, who's 25. Like, so they're playing for 10 years. Like, they're like, there's like a dude in middle school right now that they're thinking about that's about to play with Luka later. Like, they're not really thinking about a ring right this second. Like, even if LeBron probably wants to, that's not the Lakers' future. They were like, LeBron's 40. He's the face of the franchise right now. AD is 31. And he wasn't even, like, he's been playing like 93% of his games, but I was just like, they were looking toward the future. And if you can get a top 5 player that you're not going to get in the draft, like, you're not going to get a Luka in the draft in the next 10 years. So go get Luka then, and then plan for later on after that. Like, if you got a Luka, you could do anything with your team after that. And the Lakers somehow, some way got to re-up while they still had LeBron and plan for the future while also having LeBron James. So
and got Luka for the cheap.
Yeah.
Nigga lost $116 million with this trade. Hey, what my nigga Kendrick say? Hey, me and Nico have to squabble up. Squabble up. What the fuck you mean? You cost me how much? And everybody like, oh, he bought it. First of all, I stopped doing this years ago, and I'm sure you did too. I feel when you're an athlete, so you feel bad. I feel like when people get hurt. Like, that's something you can't. But when niggas be complaining about rich people shit, everybody's like, he bought a $15 million house. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, you rich motherfucker, buy another one. The fuck? Yeah, teach you, nigga, about buying a house before you sign your goddamn extension, nigga. Lesson learned. Don't do those stupid shit like that. What the fuck? Like, but yeah. Y'all start worrying about rich people shit. Those are rich people problems, nigga.
It's rich people problems. I do. Well, I mean, even though it's Luka, like, I feel bad just because, like, everybody's like, you Dirk. You are next Dirk. Like, lifetime contract. You Dirk. You see the statue? Like, you getting one of those. Like, you are Dirk. Like, we got another one. Dirk even like, you are Dirk. Like, you the next dude after me. Like, you getting a statue. You gonna be a lifer. Like, all this. And then you get traded in the middle of the night after you buy a house. Like, that. This doesn't happen to superstars. Like, that's why people were tripping, because it goes against everything that happens with stars like this. Like, you don't trade them, and you definitely don't text them like, hey, like, sorry, I traded you later on. Like, none of this happens this way. So, like, I get it. Like, Luka was going to be heated regardless, but the way that Dallas did it the complete wrong way, even though this never happened before, they did everything wrong. Like, they did the entire thing wrong.
And for Nico, I feel like if this shit, for him and Jason Kidd, if this shit don't work out, you two niggas are the first ones on the chopping block. Get your ass the fuck up out of here. Let Luka fuck around, put a team together, they win a championship, or go. They ain't gonna be like, hey, let that nigga AD be hurt. Like, oh, hell nah. Hell nah, bro. Like, but I do think they are gonna have a good team in Dallas.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a real fun team.
And what if, I wanted to ask you this, what happens, where do you think Jimmy's going?
Jimmy stuff is up in the air as far as I've heard, like, from friends that work in the NBA and stuff, that, like, his agent is scrambling, and I don't know, like, he could get traded at the end of this pot. Like, I don't know. Like, everybody's just like, Jimmy, nobody's saying that they're going to extend Jimmy, and his agent is kind of scrambling to find somebody that will. But from what I'm hearing, like, he only wants to go to Phoenix, and he's telling everybody he won't sign an extension with anybody else. But if Phoenix ain't saying they're going to extend him either, like, everybody's kind of holding and waiting for Jimmy to get traded to see exactly how down he is to, like, really see this thing out. Because they kind of just testing his bluff right now, and nobody's really caring right now.
Right. And I'm going to say, where do you think would be the best fit for Jimmy?
I still think it's Phoenix, especially if he wants to come, and if Bradley, like,
Is Bradley up out of here? Or is Bradley?
Oh, Bradley's out because he would have to go because it's just too many max contracts. But yeah, I think like Bradley would have to go, but I just think defensively and like rebounding, like the Suns are small right now still, and like you saw yesterday against the Blazers, all those offensive rebounds they gave up.
Right.
So I just think like with Jimmy, they get tougher, they rebound better, and they just get way better on defense. And I think that's why. And he just fucks with Durant. He fucks with all the people on our team. Like he knows them, and he's made it pretty clear that Phoenix is like the only spot that he wants to go to.
Right. I'm about to say, do you think adding Jimmy will give them that thing they need to maybe get to a championship, or do you think Jimmy will just be like, it's cool for selling tickets, but I don't think it's going, y'all winning a championship getting Jimmy? Like,
Yeah, I don't think the Suns are Jimmy Butler away. I think Tyus Jones, like he kind of fell off this year. We got point guard problems. We got like size problems. Like it's a couple of things that I don't think anybody's a championship away other than OKC. Like they're just a long defensive team that'll run you off the court, and I just really think OKC is like the top spot right now. Like, and I don't think the Suns are Jimmy Butler away to catching OKC.
Fucking with them, yeah. Which is crazy. Shout out to Shy, that boy out there.
He's a hooper.
He the only one putting on for Canada because Drake ain't. I'm sorry, nigga. I had to I'm sorry, nigga.
I'm shocked you took that long to do this.
Yeah, you feel me? Because we have other shit to get to. Drake, I've been dragging that nigga all 2024, so I thought I would wait. You feel me? But goddamn, bro, I'm like, but they've been going crazy. Like Shy, the way he been playing, how efficient he is.
Just all of them though.
Yeah.
Like, just the entire
Young
squad.
boys.
Like they got young hoopers. They like lead the league in deflections. Like they clamp you and they'll just run you off the court. Like they just a really good, like lengthy, like young team. Like they. And watching them hoop, it looks like a different sport when I watch Suns games. Like the Thunder, they just out there running dudes off the court.
Real shit. And I wouldn't want to match up with them young motherfuckers in the playoffs because, like I said, they on some other shit. And they only got Chet right now. If they had him too, I feel like they would be even better. So I'm like,
I still think that it's a possibility that they make a trade. Like I hear people thinking Cam Johnson's gonna go there. Like if they can get like more shooters, even like Shaq can get to the basket whenever he wants, and he has to get doubled. So yeah, if they can get some more shooters, like I think OKC's kind of running away with it, other than Boston, obviously. But they falling apart right now too.
If Jimmy went to Dallas, is that a better look for Dallas or Phoenix a better look?
I think win right now, like that would help Dallas. It just depends on what they would end up having to give up. Like I don't know what they have to give up for Jimmy right now. It would have to be like a 4-team trade or something. Yeah. And that's like the only scenario where Jimmy can get to Dallas and Miami gets whatever
Jimmy
they want.
And AD, you can get rid of fucking Clay. And I would keep that. I like that Grimes dude. That nigga's a shooter.
Well, Grimes just got traded today.
He did?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I know.
So what did he get traded to?
Grimes got traded to. He got traded to the Sixers.
The Sixers?
Yeah, for Caleb Martin.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 more days of shit like this happening. It's gonna be a bunch of pods where somebody's talking about somebody and be like, that nigga's gone. Like it's just gonna happen for the next 2 days.
Right. Well, the trade deadline is what, 2 more days was 6, right? So and that's what I thought. I thought even with LeBron, I thought that nigga was gonna leave. I was like, oh, he probably gonna go to Cleveland. He gonna try to go. I don't know. I was just like, this basketball don't make sense. Or if he's just like, hey, nigga, I'm retiring after this year. Like, I'm gonna play this last 6 months out, and I'm retiring. But I feel like LeBron, because LeBron, he wants his victory lap. LeBron's not doing it that way. LeBron's gonna want to do the farewell tour.
Yeah, there's nobody that would. I don't think Nike would let him do it. Honestly,
Real shit.
I think that if you give somebody a lifetime contract and you retire randomly, like that just does a disservice to the company and all that. Like Nike would never let LeBron just retire out of nowhere. He's getting the farewell tour because the shirts will sell, the farewell LeBrons will sell, like all of that will sell, and that's just a lot more money in revenue. So yeah, like LeBron, when he retires, we all gonna know about it months in advance because it's gonna be a whole slew of Nike commercials about that being his last year. And that'll be a good time for you.
What a time to be alive. I can't wait to there. We respect greatness. Once here is done. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas kill me, bro. Yeah, goddamn. Like the man's good, bro, but there's other people that I watch in the NBA. Like right now, if you said for your money, bro, you got $100 left. You could go watch Shy play or you can watch LeBron play. I'm gonna go watch Shy play. I'd rather watch him play. I've seen this nigga for 22 years. I'm like, I've seen it.
I've seen LeBron play a lot. I haven't seen him play a good game in person though. Like every time he plays here, like something's wrong, or he ends up like the Suns kind of blowing him off the court, so he kind of just sits the rest off. But like I would probably rather see somebody else play, just because I've seen him play, but it's also LeBron, so I don't know. Like
yeah, he's actually the only like major superstar like I haven't seen play. Like in person, I've seen KD, I've seen Steph, I've seen everybody.
Yeah.
LeBron's the only nigga I haven't seen play, and I'm like, I can care less. If he retires and I don't get to see him,
I actually like appreciate how you kept the hate like for all these years.
It's
like,
consistent.
It is like a constant like. It's good stamina. Like your hate can like surpass anybody's. I think.
I'm kinging with this shit. I'm kinging with the hate. Nigga, I can run all day. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. It is not that I hate him. I really feel like. See, when I talk to this man, he has a. Hey man, I can be a fan, but I can turn that shit off and be like, this is how I feel basketball wise. A lot of you niggas can't turn that off, and y'all niggas get on my nerves more than sometimes LeBron do. I'd be like, bruh. If you want a winner, if you're talking from a skill standpoint, he's skilled, he's great, he's top 5, top 3, dead of a lie, however you want to toss it up. But when you say he's the GOAT, he doesn't have the best basketball resume. I will take Kareem's basketball resume over his. I will take fucking Kobe's basketball resume over his. I'll take Jordan's basketball resume over his. Yeah, because none of them niggas had a 2011 on their shit. None of these niggas have been swept multiple times in the finals. These things matter. These things matter, people. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's a great athlete, probably one of the best athletes in any sport that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Yeah. You feel me? Whether we're talking football, basketball, baseball, if we just said make a prototype nigga on 2K, he gonna probably look like a LeBron James. 6'9", 260, can run like a goddamn deer. Hey, bruh. But when we talking about skill, skill set, I'll take Kyrie. If you said right now, Ellis, you'd rather have LeBron's height but no skill, or would you rather have Kyrie's skill with y'all? I'll take Kyrie. I'll go to the park right now with Kyrie's skill. Kill niggas. I will kill niggas, bro. So I'm just like, skill matters, and from a skill standpoint, you've improved over the years. Yeah. He's a better shooter. He's improved the free throws, but overall,
I think like with LeBron, like I just think he sees the game in such and like you can look at what I've said online and all this. Like I was almost at your level, but not as bad. But like I think after like not even in the championship in 2016 when they came back from 3-1, I think like even though that was incredible and I was like, damn, that's big. It was the 2 they lost. I think in 2017 that was like. LeBron in 2017 was like one of the best basketball players like I've ever seen. Like that was the peak of his body. Like he just figured out basketball. He figured out switches. He's finally started just destroying when little dudes were switched on to him and like treating them like they weren't even people. Right. And then it was like the most aggressive and disrespectful and just skilled LeBron I'd ever seen. Like 2017 and 18 was when he figured out basketball and his body let him do whatever he wanted. And that was when I was like, all right, like this dude, like he figured it out. Like it was times where Toronto would be up like 5 with like 2 minutes left. I'm like, he gonna turn it on and Toronto's out of here. And then he turned it on and Toronto would be out of there. Like that was just stuff that LeBron did at that point.
To me, it was like people were like, "Oh, he beat these." I was like, "Nigga, you're not beating any superstars. Yeah. DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry are not superstars, nigga." Yeah, you should beat these niggas, bro. Like, you should turn it on against these. This is the difference between good and great. Them niggas are good. You're great. Yeah. We expect you to do that. So it's just like we expected when we played the Magic in 2010. Nobody was like, man, I wonder if this is gonna. No, Kobe. You better kill these niggas, bro. If this even goes 7, I'm looking at Kobe like. So I'm like, nah, bro. You supposed to show out and show niggas why there's a difference. And I'm like, with LeBron, I'm like, yes, in times where you've had chances to show out and show up, you don't. And then niggas sucks because people that do the same thing you do, like KD when he went to the Warriors, I'm like, that's cheating. How? Is that not the same thing this nigga did when he went to Miami? That team was deeper than a motherfucker too, last time I remember. And they went through and monkey raped the whole league, and nobody had a problem with it. And then KD comes, he's like, okay, you beat me in 2012 because we were young and we didn't have the horses y'all had.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna get me some riders. And when he did, they fucking killed you. And how they were playing one-on-one to each other, to me, that was the difference between skill. The way KD was making that. I remember even watching timeouts and watching LeBron go to the bench and how that nigga was sweating and tired. It's like, yeah, cuz that's the difference between guarding a superstar nigga and having to sit in the corner. Yeah, you have to guard that Slim Reaper. That shit is not easy out here. That boy nice. But everybody didn't get, and that must suck for KD being like, bro, I know I'm as good, or probably from a skill standpoint, I think he is better than a LeBron James. And I'd be like, oh, that's a crazy take. No, it's not. Now, if you watch the fucking game, it's not. This nigga does everything better, and he can play defense, which people are like, oh, he don't. He was clamping the fuck
okay, he's good at defense, yeah.
And just because, no homo, you long, nigga, like a fucking alien out here, just put your fucking hands up. Ain't nobody gonna blow you. Ain't nobody ducking shit. So I'm just like, when I see them play, I'm like, damn, y'all are really fans. Like, even me, I'm a Kobe fan through and through, but no, he ain't fucking with Mike. No, could they probably, on a one-on-one situation, Kobe could get with him? Absolutely. But we're talking about the impact that man had on his team versus what Mike did on his team. Like, come on, bro. It's different, bro. It's really different out here. And you guys got to remove that fandom, bro, because y'all niggas be sounding like y'all date these niggas. And it's weird. It's really weird.
The fandom has gotten out of control right now.
Yeah, it's okay. And I don't understand how it's disrespect to say a nigga's second all time. If you said, you know what I mean? If girls said, Ellis, you got the second biggest meat all time I've ever seen, I would take that as a fucking huge compliment. I wouldn't be like, man, this is fucked up. Niggas disrespecting me out here in these streets. Like, no, that's a high compliment. But for LeBron, it's not good enough, nigga. You suck, nigga. And your son suck, nigga. Can't wait till that nigga shipped off to Siberia somewhere and your bitch ass retired. I love you as a black man, though. I don't want to talk shit about a black man on Black History, but it's just basketball, baby. That's the only thing I fuck with. But if you ever see this, bro, and you want to fuck with your boy, hey, you're my guy. Yeah? But that basketball shit, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. We understand what Nike trying to do. He understands the business. He understood it. You said, hey.
Hey, it's all a business, man.
It's all business. We want to tell people that you're the GOAT so we can sell more shoes because your shoes are ass cheeks, bro. So we got to do the extra to get niggas to want to buy this bullshit, bro. It's like, damn, y'all don't see it? I see it. He see it. You know, he just don't say it because he like, this shit sounds crazy. I'm okay to sound crazy. You don't want to sound crazy. I'm okay. I'm like, I've been airing this thing out for over a decade on my Instagram. Nigga, go back, watch it. Even the way he lost to the Spurs in 2014, when Tim Duncan.
Oh, that was 2007. Oh, no. When he was on the Heat.
When the Spurs lost, I think they beat him in 2013. And in 2014,
they ran it back in.
When Tim Duncan, y'all can go back and watch this. Tim Duncan in the interview, and they asked him after they lost, he's like, "We're gonna be back next year." And the way he said it, if I was LeBron James, I would be like, "Okay." Because the way he said it is like, we're going to be back and we're going to beat these niggas if they're the ones there. And they came back and they beat the dog shit out of y'all. And I love how Greg Popovich, this is why I love like coaches because they're smart. Coaches like Greg Popovich, he would always say the right stuff like LeBron's the best. He's awesome. He's fucking great. Watch how they guard this nigga though. They don't guard you like you're the best, because if I really thought that, I'm blitzing you two up top, get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat.
That was Kawhi though. Like they knew what they had at that point with Kawhi, and like he was. I mean, LeBron was still kind of going off, but like Kawhi was making him work for everything, and I think that's when they realized. I mean, he didn't stay there obviously, but I think once you realize the talent and what Kawhi's capable of, he was the Finals MVP. Like it's still wild that he pulled that off, but once you realize you have a young Finals MVP. And he's going to guard the best player on the floor, like, that's where you know you kind of got a guy.
And that's why I disrespect LeBron, because, again, I got this 2, 3, how many years was this nigga in the league? A few years?
Yeah.
And he going to try to guard me out this motherfucker? Shit, 50. Every game, nigga, 50, nigga. I would try to get that nigga fits, but they knew we can just guard you one-on-one. And we got this second, third, fourth year dude that we trust to guard. What people say the best player, they would never do that shit with Mike. You would never do that shit with Kobe. Shit, they had Tony Allen, who I think is, I wouldn't say as good as a defender as Kawhi, but he's up there. He's on that same tier. He's on that same tier. And even Tony was like, hey, nigga, we got to trap this nigga. We going to need help. I'm not going to be, you ain't going to put me out here with Bean on an island by myself, bro. Fuck no. It's going to be torch time, nigga, every time. So, and teams respected them not to do that. But when you see teams guard them the way, I'm like, they don't respect you, bro. Nigga, look how they guarded you. They guarded you one-on-one. They said, nigga, 2011, they had J.J. Barea and Jason Kidd guarding you. Nigga, they don't respect you, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry, man.
It was easy to get him started.
I'm sorry, man. I was like, it was so easy. Hey, and we gotta shout out somebody else too, because they just did some historical shit and I don't want to overlook them. Shout out Devin Booker, man. Shout out Devin Booker, bro. He's now with the Suns leading scorer all time. And I think he just dropped a new court out here that he built.
Yeah, I think it's in like South Phoenix or something. I've seen the court. It's like
I've seen it online,
but I always forget what park it is. But the court looked dope as hell though.
Right. And I hope you said in South Phoenix. I'm hoping that's not something we see on the news and nigga getting shot at this court later. But again, I fuck that you did that, man. That's dope that you did that. That's dope for the community. And we hope that you stay with.
He's a lifer. Like, I feel comfortable. Actually,
I'm like, do you really feel comfortable saying that?
And that's what Joker said yesterday. He was all like, it kind of put the stars on watch. Like, hey, like, they could do this to us, and we were kind of getting a little too comfortable anyway. And I think it's good for people to know that this could happen to anybody now.
Anthony Edwards was saying that shit too. He was like, hey man, don't trade me. He's like, GM, we cool. Let me know. Let a nigga know. It was like, yeah, because I like that because again, it reminds these young niggas this is a business.
Yeah.
And yes, we are going to do what's best for the business, no matter how good you think you are. And I also feel like Jason Kidd also don't have a respect for Luka like that. Like, I feel like he fucks with Luka, and you're great, but Jason Kidd, at least from what I always remember, was big on defense through his whole career.
Yeah. And
I feel like defense is effort, and when you see a person not trying on the defensive end, that shows a lot about you. I'll give another example. Steph Curry. Steph was not good at defense at all. This nigga was a $175, couldn't guard shit, but he got stronger and he made an effort on defense. And you even saw in 2022, they kept picking on that nigga.
Yeah.
And every time he was getting strips, and every time he got a strip or a steal, he was letting them niggas know, like, nigga, keep trying to post me up, nigga. Keep trying to do that. It's going to be this shit every time. And then they're like, all right, man, we going to have to swing this shit. That little nigga all the way. Let's go somewhere else. It was like, It's like you got to make an effort. I saw in the finals, bro, if you're hurt, you got to sit the fuck down. You were just letting niggas run by you. I almost felt like, I'm like, dude, is the mob? Are you okay? Blink twice, nigga, if somebody has something out against you so we can protect you. Because the way you let niggas run by you, come on, bro.
Yeah, when it comes to Luka, like, it's one of those things where it's like the devil you know kind of thing. You know he's bad at defense. But if you got to do that, literally can drop a 60-point triple-double. He does everything on the offensive end. Sometimes you just got to eat the L that he got on the floor with you. Like, when you got to do this good, you change your defensive scheme and your defensive plan and figure out something else because you got to have him on the court. Like, if he can make the right decision, he can go off. I've seen him go like 7 for 7 from 3 before. Like, if you got a dude that can do all this, and the thing that he's at is cone on defense, like, you got to deal with that cone on defense then. I'm sorry. That's just the trade
Pat Bev, you still available? Or whoever. We got to start making some calls. We got to figure out somebody to help homie. Yeah. But just to get rid of them, and again, that young, but I also feel like they're like the conditioning and the body shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, which again, that is something to really look at. People, that's the only thing I'm nervous about getting him is just like, he said in the news, like, oh, my conditioning is bad. Nigga, we watch you. We watch the fucking games. Nigga, we see you dragging ass. And yes, I don't like how you always be yelling at the refs. All superstars at some point gonna be like, what's good, ref? You know, what the fuck? But
nigga, he does it a lot. Yeah.
Every fucking play, bro. Yeah. You're looking at the refs. And again, you're also building something which you're hurting yourself and your team. These refs, I heard these stories about Scott Foster and all these niggas, like, brothers, like, I heard these niggas is assholes. Like, get on their bad side. Nigga, Chris Paul ain't won shit yet. Scott Foster's like, yes, I will make sure this nigga don't win a motherfucking thing. Yeah, you're hurting, and now every team that nigga's on, you're hurting the team. So the refs would be the people I would be the coolest with. How you doing, ref? It's your mama's birthday? Oh, let me send her something. I'm nice as shit to all the refs. I need all those calls.
I think like a lot of that is because a lot of these dudes like getting fouled is just what they're teaching like now. So if you model your game that's like I'm gonna get fouled or I'm gonna shoot threes, like I'm making these dudes foul me. If that's part of your game and you're not getting fouls, then that takes away half of your offense, like right there. Like, and I still don't think basketball should be played to try to get fouled. Like, I just don't think that you should be out there going like, I'm gonna get to the line 15 times, like, because I know I'm gonna make them foul me. Like, I just go out there and hoop, and if you get fouled, you get fouled. But no, it's taught like go get fouled, and
it's a smart gameplay, like playing against
I just don't like it. Though.
Yeah, I don't like it either because I don't want to see the game slow down like that.
Yeah.
But from a basketball standpoint, like Shy the other night when they lost to the Warriors, he had 50. He was just attacking them, getting to the paint, and I like that because it's like not only are you getting fouled, you're getting your team in the bonus, and every time they touch y'all, hey, I'm going to the line. Now they can't play defense the same way. Now you can be more aggressive. Yeah. Okay, y'all in the bonus? Oh, I'm taking everything to the cut. I ain't shooting shit. And it's like now it puts the pressure on them. But so it's like I like it, but like you said, it's horrible to watch it.
Yeah.
You like this shit, nigga. I don't want to sit here and watch this nigga get 20 points from the free throw line. Like that's why I don't fuck with James Harden. Everybody's like, James was nice. I'm like, yeah, bro, but the nigga was scoring 20 points a night from the free throw line. And then once they changed those two, the rip through rule, and once they changed the landing rule, like how you can't kick out and shit no more, you see that nigga's points drop like a motherfucker. It was like, and then in the playoffs, I feel like he wasn't good because refs aren't calling those same calls.
Like once the whistles get tighter in the playoffs, you don't get the calls. That's why, like, I don't know, like I think Trae Young is like a good, decent basketball player, but when he's not getting fouled, he's a tough watch too. Like some of these dudes, if they don't get calls, like their whole entire game falls apart.
Before we get out here, I gotta ask you about this weak ass All-Star game. Hey, Adam Silver, you gotta figure out something, nigga. I don't know, but this shit, how do you think it's gonna be this year? You think people are gonna actually watch it? There's gonna be some shit that once again they just skip
I think people are gonna watch this because it's Wemby's first one, and I think him coming out and saying like he's not even there to make friends, he's going there to like hoop. And I think if you have like young people that get behind that and it's like I'm coming here to like be disrespectful and bust your ass, like then I think they'll do it that way. But I had friends like in my group chat, Zach and Ian and I think Shocker or no Nampe. Shout out to Nampe. He was like, if they do an all-star game and they do young guys versus older guys, like that just brings like if you have like a cutoff of like age and you have like OGs all-stars versus like the younger dudes, that's when pride comes in because OGs don't like young dudes beating him and young dudes trying to prove that they better than old dudes anyway. So I think like if you can split up the all-star game like that to make them like try harder, because that's just a respect sort of thing after that, like because you know AD or Anthony Edwards gonna be talking shit and calling dudes old and you know like some of these young dudes so I think like if you want to split it up like that and then like see if pride comes into play, like Wemby trying to dunk on AD every play and shit like that, then I think they'll try harder. But right now, like I think they're just gonna go out there and hoop, and we're gonna see like what we usually do. But they do got to do something to change it.
Yeah, that shit is trash. And who do you feel like really got snubbed? I don't feel like Trae. When I went back and I saw it, I was like, to me, LaMelo got snubbed and Maxey for real got snubbed.
Yeah, and I'm always gonna think Book got snubbed because there's not another two guard. Like
let's be real, should he have made it over Steph?
Probably. Well, Steph's always gonna get it. That's just like
the shooter. That's
LeBron,
just, right?
Yeah, that's just how that's how the All-Star game always worked. The year Magic Johnson came back, when he had already retired due to AIDS, he was still in the All-Star game. Like, so it's like one of those things where if you're a superstar, they're gonna get you there.
Wasn't he like an All-Star? Wasn't he the MVP of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard nobody wanted to go that. Hey, go ahead, you can score. I'm sorry, man. That's fucked up.
Please, y'all.
Well, but that was real shit, though. That was real shit. Y'all go back and watch it. That's how niggas are.
That's how people treated it. Like, there's nothing else you can say. Like, nobody wanted to touch this thing. Like,
right?
I mean, that's pretty much what defense is now in the league, so it don't really matter.
Real shit. So I'm just like, they got to do something to tighten that shit up because this shit is just 257 to 270. Boy, what the fuck?
Yeah, that one last year was wild. Like, yeah, I think that usually if they keep it close, we've always seen if it's close, then they start playing hard. But last year just wasn't close. Like, Dame was hitting threes from half court and shit. Like, it was just out of control like that. So, yeah, like, I think the splitting it up and, like, if you make it about pride or something or about advantages, like, but we'll know, like, the CBA and stuff controls all that. So
it's crazy. You got to motivate niggas to play hard.
To hoop, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm out here with the best of the best. I want to prove that I'm better than these niggas. So I'm going to go. That alone would keep me from like, I
feel like they hoop better at pickup runs. Like, it seemed like the pickup runs we don't see that they like go to in like LA and shit. Like, some of those, it sound like they play harder during those than the All-Star game. But like, I see it like All-Star game is a vacation. Like, you kind of, it's finally you'll break before like the last stretch of the season. But it still seemed like back then, like people, some were bad. Like, I'm not going to act like every All-Star game was good, but like the classic ones you remember pretty well.
2001.
Yeah, 2001. That was when East came back like down 26 or whatever and came back to win. Yeah, like shit like that.
Hooping. They were hooping. Stephon, Kobe, all them niggas was going at it,
yeah.
It's like, y'all niggas suck nowadays, man. That's why I'm fucking getting old, bro. Because I be just reminiscing about that. I know. Remember when the league used to be good? Niggas fight back, the bow niggas, remember that shit? Old nigga talk, bro. It's like, god damn, bro. Oh, bro, we need to get the fuck up out of here, though. Like I said, we could do this shit for another 6-7 hours, bro. But you gonna come back, so now I got you on film. You gonna come back, right?
I'm definitely gonna come back. You know what we talked about? We gotta come on here and tell some real stories one of these days.
Hey, yo, so me and this man went to this college called Arizona Western College. Shout out A-Dub.
Shout out A-Dub.
And me and the other homie Drell, the other homie Diamond, we got some motherfucking stories that we can talk. We gonna leave names out. Because we ain't gonna say names. Some of these people are, still around.
Or probably doing time, honestly.
Yeah, some of these niggas is doing time, for sure. For sure. Some of these shits are doing time. But yo, we gonna have an episode. I'm gonna have all the homies here. We might have to go to another location where we can fit everybody in, but we definitely doing that shit.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
We definitely gotta do that, because y'all ain't gonna believe half of these fucking stories. I'm like, these niggas is lying. I promise you, they are all real ass stories.
If you wanna know what like a bomb robot looks like, we got some stories for you.
You hear about terrorist threats and niggas getting beat up and bitches getting kicked out butt naked and running. Yeah, nigga, we got some stories, bro. We got some stories. Hey, bro, thank you for coming through again. Bro. Thank y'all for tuning in with us again, man. Y'all check us in again with the Homies Podcast. Please subscribe to the page. And I love y'all. We holla at y'all next time. I'll holla.